Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're all having a good one. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Alright, let's get it started. Decided to go back to good old Void Cleave right now. Turn that down just a smidge. There we go. Alright, guys. We fired up the Void Cleaver Racing Strike. I was able to get a Titan Heart with percentage health and vitality. Still rocking the same old Shattered Chains. Rocking this legendary Anchor of Oblivion. Oh, heck yeah. I swapped out Omnis. Not using Omnis. I'm using a Bone Amulet. I was able to cap my resistances. We're still doing the classic, just stack as much health as possible. I got a few resistances taken care of, but then after that, I was just slapping in all sorts of health idols. Wherever I can get more health. We've crawled up to 3,766 from the build guide where I had 3,500, I think. So yeah, just gonna farm some stuff, chill out, talk with you guys, see how everything's going. You guys got any questions about the cycle? I'm still unsure. I think I'm either gonna do Void Cleave or yeah, I'm either gonna do Void Cleave or Void Storm. Do the disintegrating. I think Void Storm, the disintegrating aura hammers will actually be playable, you know, with the mana cost reductions. I think you can actually pull it off now. Like earlier on. I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna need, like, what I'm gonna need for that to work. I'm not as worried about throwing attack speed, but the minus mana costs, that'll be a big one. I might just end up going Rive to start, Void Cleave. So we're doing a variation of the build. I'm not using Apathy's Maw on this one. We're using this. We're using the weapon that eluded me nearly all cycle. I still haven't found one with legendary potential to put to get a melee critical strike chance on it, but I think that's fine. The way I got it set up now, you know, we have an okay chance to crit with Void Cleave, and then a Racing Strike becomes an automatic crit. We're going with that. I saw I kept one with critical strike multiplier on there, so I'm using that. I also have another one with shredding void resistance, so we at least get some form of guaranteed crits, and then Void Cleave still hits like a truck with all that flat damage. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. I found this one had a frick ton of health on it. It's nearly max. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Oh, right. Offhand Catalyst. Spark Charge. Dude, this weapon is so nutty, man. It still irks me that I haven't been able to get critical strike chance on there. Like to get a nice fat T18. Not T18. T7. 18%. See you later. What do I have parrying chance on my loot filter? Wrong warp. Okay. That's a +9. Do we even want that? Let's go over here. I don't know how far we can push corruption on this, dude. Feels like there's a little room, but getting to 700 corruption, I think, would be possibly difficult. Jeez, how many siege golems does there need to be? Okay, I don't know what I did to piss off the devs. I'm sorry. Whatever it is, please. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? That was like 6 siege golems all clustered together. Gee willikers, man. Hey, what up, Cold Brew? Excited for the new cycle? It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, sir, I am. Kind of interested to see how certain things play out. I got a video going live tomorrow talking about the Smite rework, so to speak. Well, not Smite itself getting reworked, but if you like Smite hammer builds, you're going to have to rethink how you play the game. Can't wait to see what I cook up. You know, to be honest, I'm going to be playing Void Knight. I'm going to be going back and forth between either Void Cleave or Hammer Throw. Right? Yeah, that's going to be fun. Can't wait to see what I cook up. We'll probably figure out something zany, out of nowhere, does 200 corruption just fine, and then I play it at the end of the cycle, and you know we can push 700 corruption. You know, I'll come up with something. Think you might do Void Knight too? Yeah. Yeah, I'd already decided a while ago I was going to do Void Knight. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I already decided I was going to do Void Knight, and then the devs made it really easy for me to commit to that by just releasing all this new stuff. I mean, I was already committed before, but like, dang, I'm like, okay, man, you don't need to, make the deal better. Like, I get it. I'm playing Void Knight, devs. You don't need to worry. You want to try Shaman too? So what I think is ironic, Cold Brew, I'd already decided I was also gonna play. Now this has nothing to do with Shaman. This has nothing to do with Shaman, but I had already decided that as my at least one of my one-off characters this cycle that's just completely different from what I always play, I decided I was going to play Sorcerer. And then Sorcerer looks like they're getting a lot of tuning. So I'm just like, dang, man. I decided I'm going to play Void Knight. Void Knight's getting a bunch of new toys. And then I was like, you know what? Let's play Sorcerer just for the heck of it. Let's just blast some stuff. That'll be our one-off character for Cycle 2. At least one, if that's what we play. And then Sorcerer gets tuned. I'm like, well, dang. I'm going to be interested in the new uniques. That World Splitter or whatever it's called. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. Sork looks like it's going to be fun. I'm very happy if he comes by the stream today. I'm very happy for Steve. Steve S. He's normally on YouTube, but he's been popping up on Twitch as well. Like, that dude has been playing Sorcerer ever since he started watching the channel. He was like one of my first people that was talking in the chat over on YouTube. And that guy, every time I ask him what he's playing, oh, I'm playing Sorcerer. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I asked him recently what he's playing. Oh, I'm playing Sorcerer. He's like me, except he likes Sorcerer. So I was asking what kind of builds he was going to be playing. He said he was doing like some sort of black hole fireball. He said, I don't know if it's cool, but it sounds cool. Didn't make one or Shaman this cycle. You want to try one of them? That makes sense. That's perfectly sensible. Turn that down just a little bit. So I don't know what will be better. Let's pull up our Eternal Eclipse stash tab. All of our failed slams. All right. So we got Chance to Chill. I don't think that's gonna play. Health on Kill. No, I don't think that's gonna play either. Health on Melee Hit. That's intriguing, but no. Health on Kill. No. Chance to Shred Armor is a possibility. Melee Physical Damage. No. Fire Pin. This one could be interesting since we're also doing fire damage, but ultimately, no. Chance to Blind on Hit. So I think our main options, obviously our main choice would be Melee Critical Strike Chance, right? But we got Critical Strike Multiplier. We got Chance to Shred Armor on Hit. And then we got Fire Pin. Now, we do fire damage, but we're only doing 50% fire damage. So we're only scaling with 50% of that. Critical Strike Multiplier is also interesting, but Void Cleave doesn't have a guaranteed crit, whereas a Racing Strike does. So that could make sense to play that. But the one that does the most damage is Void Cleave. Even though we don't have a guaranteed chance to crit, it, like, when it does crit, or even just on regular hits, it does a lot of damage. So I was thinking, what if we took this chance to shred armor on hit, you know, hit him with Vengeance a few times, cut him up a little bit, put, like, yeah, let's give it a shot. I don't think Fire Pin's in the cards. Okay, but that, you guys can't see it, but that's dropping my Critical Strike multiplier down to 329%. Kind of unfortunate, but I want to see, like, sure, we'll be doing less damage on the crits, but will we be doing more overall damage with the armor being shredded like that? So far, I mean, we already do have a chance to shred. This is just going to allow us to shred faster. Okay, that was a 193,000 crit, or was it 19,000? I don't know if it was 193. Oh, hey, what up, Wheezy? How's it going, man? What up, dog? Just stopping by to say hello. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good one. Didn't they change a Racing Strike so it's not a movement skill anymore? A Racing Strike, as far as I'm aware of, has never been a movement skill. Void Cleave can be spec'd into a movement skill, but there's an item in the game that's coming out, one of the new uniques that will prevent it from being a movement skill. So right now with Void Cleave, you can spec it to be a movement skill as a traversal right here. But if you use that new scepter that's coming out, it's going to prevent it from being a movement skill. Now let's go ahead and look at a Racing Strike. I've never heard of a Racing Strike as a movement skill. Like, can it gain the movement tag? I mean, you can gain haste with it. Oh, it was the new unique. Yeah, so they're not changing the skill. They're just changing, they're just adding a unique that will alter properties. Because what it's going to do, what that new scepter is going to do is it's going to allow you to use Void Cleave without a two-hander. You can literally use whatever you want as long as you have that scepter on. I'm guessing that they put that text in place in case you're dual wielding it, so you can still go. But normally for Void Cleave, you're gonna need a two-handed sword or axe. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, because we're gonna get more damage from the Critical Strike multiplier, but are we gonna get better just overall, like, flat damage from being able to shred more? Obviously, well, I don't want to say obviously, but I mean, we could always fall back on good old. We have a few Apathy's Maws we can use. I mean, this is the only 2 LP Apathy's Maw I found all cycle. Got chance to shred armor and frailty. It's probably right down here. Yeah. So I got a T7 crit strike multiplier and a T7 melee critical strike multiplier. I know these work. I know Apathy's Maw works. I guess I'm trying to see what it could have been with Eternal Eclipse if I had ever gotten one with melee critical strike chance on it. Got a nice flat melee critical strike chance. All right, let's get back to it. Because it's like super satisfying to like get a nice crit off of Void Cleave and hit for something like 200,000 damage. It's just the fact we can't guarantee the crit. We can guarantee Erasing Strike's crit, but it doesn't really interact as well with Eternal Eclipse. I mean, it gets some bonuses from Eternal Eclipse. Like, it gets the 200% void damage, but... I mean, it's something, right? That could be a good one. Sure, I'll take it anyway. No. I'm already thinking other builds. I'm like, dude, critical strike multiplier, lightning pan, chance to apply for LT, bro. My echo erased that guy. I was like, where did he go? The new amulet is going to be good too. Crazy, it has negative ranges. What amulet are you talking about? Oh yeah, we didn't proc anything. think it's going to be a drop from the new Pinnacle boss, better than Omnis, I think. You know, Scourge has been talking to me about Omnis. You know, I'm an Omni fanboy, right? I've used it to just crutch on so many builds. And he was explaining you could probably get better. You'd probably be better off with. You could probably figure something out. So I like when I came back to Void Cleaver Racing Strike. You know, obviously one of the first things I do when I'm setting up Void Cleaver Racing Strike, at least you know the way I do it, automatically dropping Omnis in there. Then I'm like, okay, what else do we need? And he was like, it's kind of a feels bad to like give up your amulet slot just to take care of some resistances when you can kind of farm them out. And he was right. He was right. I was able to not only get critical strike multiplier and void pin, but chance to shred armor while still being resistance capped by just, you know, focusing the gear a little bit. We got a poison resist there, and we didn't really need to worry about anything else. We had to give up some slots on our helmet. That's all right. I know it literally has everything on it. If you get like a max rolled one, I'd be hard pressed to like it's such a good crutch item for a new build, but you probably eventually have to move past that. Oh, you're talking about the new one. Health, mana, movement speed, +2 to all mana skill. Oh. Like all mana skills? Like any skill that uses mana. Just a +2 all skills. Excuse me? Yeah, you're right. That's like what Omnis wanted to be. That's like Omnis on crack, man. Oh my god. Like who's going to ever use Omnis ever again, man? I mean, I guess that's one thing that Omnis has in its corner. I mean, you can get a lot of resistance capping, but then you can also get the +1 to all skills, which could be important depending on your builds. Oh, I just died. I could. Let's try that one again. Well, if it drops for the Pinnacle boss, I mean, eventually there probably will come a time when you can farm that dude, but it's probably gonna be hard. Some skills scale better with more points than others, yeah, for sure. I've always found Void Cleave to be a skill that if you got more points, it'll take it. Erasing Strike too. Oh, all right, we were able to complete it. I did find some 3LP fighting chances, and I toyed around with the idea of slapping something like because I could Rune of Creation this, but that 10% extra damage taken, I think is just it's too much, man. Like, sure, you're doing extra melee damage. Okay, let's try out our apathies. Because here's the funny thing about this item that I think gets overlooked. I mean, not only do you get huge percentage damage increases to both fire and void, right? It's the every 2 seconds. Normally, it's like, well, who's ever going to proc that? You use a fire attack, fire melee attack, you gain a huge amount of flat melee void damage. And then vice versa. You use a void melee attack and you get a huge amount of flat melee fire damage. And I don't know, there probably is other skills in the game. I haven't looked. I stopped at Void Cleave because you guys know me. I love Void Cleave. I got to that node and I'm like, dude, this is it. Rift Flame. It takes the skill, lets it scale with both, obviously at 50%, but 50% each, that's still, you get to benefit from 2 scaling modifiers. The thing is, it just doesn't do, it does some stuff for Erasing Strike. But like, let's try this out. Now, Void Cleave is going to fall off a cliff in terms of damage. Okay, that's still respectable. See, it's hard to tell how much damage I'm doing with a Racing Strike because it just flat out kills him, man. What? Like, you'll have to check. I'll have to check against a bigger enemy. Yeah, the damage with apathies is it's pretty fat. I don't know. I like the feel of the build with Eternal Eclipse. Plus, it's kind of unique, right? Okay, yeah, this would be a great way to test out like what we're actually doing. Well, ish, because of boss damage reduction, but let's give it a shot. Honestly,
This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world...
oh, I mistimed that. I so mistimed that. I don't know. I think I actually expected him to fly somewhere else. Yeah, I want to go back to Eternal Eclipse. Gotta get that point back. Yeah, right. There's just so much. There's so much we could play, you know? I'm leaning towards And maybe I'll test this out tomorrow because tomorrow will be the last day to test it out. I'll see. I could test out and see like how. What's the word? How viable hammers would be. Like servers are going. Yeah, they're going down on Monday. Like in the morning on Monday. So I don't know what time zone you're in, Cold Brew, but I'm Pacific time. I'm pretty sure they're Pacific time. I think they said they're going down like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., something like that. And then they'll be back when the new patch goes live is when they'll come back up. I mean, I guess there's always offline mode, right? You don't need servers to play offline. I just don't have anything set up in offline.
My shadow will cover this world once more. That's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns.
Jeez. You playing on Tuesday, fresh character? Yeah, I took Tuesday and Wednesday off. Jeez. This time I actually thought he would fly the way he was supposed to. Nope, he flew right on top of me. I could have void cleaved out. I didn't think about it. I was like, use a potion. Yeah, fresh character, gonna be playing a Void Knight. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take some time off for the new expansion for Diablo as well. Like a week, 2 weeks, something like that. I got a lot of leave.
My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its doom. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic.
My coworker took the whole week. Took the whole week off trying to convince me to do the same. I got a bunch of PTO. Yeah. I got, I got 200 hours. So I got plenty to burn. Just, trying to use it wisely.
This world earned its doom. Do you deny it?
Do I have twink items or is this a fresh one? You move very fast. No. This is max level. This isn't a twink run. We're level 100. So I guess you could say we have twink items. That was a 200k crit. I'll show you what I got going on, Nipples. Great name, by the way.
My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earns its doom. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover
208,000. Oh, just threw me off because you were also hitting 200s at the same time. But now, yeah. We'll go over that in a second. Oh my God, he dropped one with. Oh, is the dream still alive, chat? Is the dream still alive? We got one with LP. Can I even... Yeah, I could probably kill Julro with this build. I gotta be careful, otherwise I'm gonna go flying into her void beams. Yeah, so right now I'm playing... I'm using a really weird item called the Eternal Eclipse Nipples. And so it's doing nothing for just our base damage, but it has a lot of nice bonuses. And one thing is every 2 seconds, your next fire melee attack gives a huge amount of flat melee void damage and time rot chance. And then your next void melee attack gives you a frick ton of flat melee fire damage and ignite chance. So for the most part, you'd be like, where am I going to use that? I mean, the huge percentages to fire and void damage are nice. Oh, yeah. End up in a dot with no way out. Yeah, same things happen to me. I'm tempted to just hop on my Paladin and kill her real quick with this, but we need to try with this build. So, but there's a node in Void Cleave called Rift Flame Nipples, and it allows us to it's a 50-50 split. You do 50% fire, 50% void. So when we cast this, if you look, it shows that it's on cooldown now, right? So it is using both of them at the same time. So yes, we are getting a huge amount of flat melee void and a huge amount of flat melee fire at 50% values each, but that's still well over 200 flat damage for your next Void Cleave. The main problem is we don't have a 100% crit chance. In all cycle, I've been trying to get one of these with legendary potential. Yeah, so we're double dipping, right? So I've been trying to get one of these with legendary potential with a T7 melee critical strike chance. All of them have failed. It like the few that I found, every single slam has failed. And I never got rid of them. I kept them all in a tab just to remind me of my failure of trying to... Yeah, I haven't found one at 2 LP. Let's look it up. Yeah, here's the tab of failure. Trying to get these. So I have this one I could throw in there. So we're going to try and... Now, I've just found another one, so I'm going to try and slam this and try and get melee critical strike chance to go over. That's true. That's true. Like, I got this right here, the Anchor of Oblivion I got on. Yeah, you were there for Cold Brew. You were there, Cold Brew. So, I mean, for the most part, Nipples, like, you're going to get a lot more consistent damage out of something like Apathy's Maw. This is just fun. This is just fun because you have a much higher base attack speed, and if you can pull the crit off just right, you'll see huge, like, hundreds of thousands of damage off one Void Cleave. But it's certainly a lot easier to set up an Apathy's Maw, in my opinion. I mean, I got one with max. Okay, so we got a T6 melee critical strike chance. Okay. Let's look and see. What do I got? That's melee critical strike multiplier. That's a T6. That's a T6. Do I have any T7s? I think this is a T7. No, that's a T6. I mean, I could use this. I could definitely use this. Let's use that for now. There we go. There's the T7. Yeah, it's fun to see big numbers. That's literally it. Plus, it feels better because it has a higher base attack speed. We use Vengeance, not for damage. That's why you were seeing like the 200 damage, right? But we use it for this node right here, Bolster. Less damage, like you hit somebody, you gain 50% armor and less damage taken for 2 seconds. On top of that, Vengeance gives you the riposte ability, and you can riposte attacks for further damage reduction, and you can have like a couple, I believe you can have 3 of these riposte. So Vengeance doesn't do any damage. It's just a huge survival mechanic. Okay, so we got the max. Well, it's not exactly max, but let's throw on something. I literally just want it for the here, we don't have one with chance to stun. So I could mess around with this and try and get a max T18 to T7. So let's re-roll implicits. There we go. We got a max. Okay, cool. So we're gonna try and slam this and get that max melee critical strike. Dude. Bro. If this works, this is something I've been trying to do all cycle. I've been trying to do this all freaking cycle, man. 5 months, and I'm a Circle of Fortune player. I'm sure I probably could have bought plenty of Eternal. They probably don't go for a lot of money because who uses Eternal Eclipse? Probably not many people. I probably could have purchased a 3LP easy. Next cycle, I don't think I'm going to go solo account found. I'll give you my good juju. Appreciate it, Nipples. Are any of these interesting? Health, sure. I'll take the T7s. Jeez. Gee willikers. Okay, can we get up this way? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. They really do not want me to get up there. Okay, so let's try and get up this way.
Stand down or die.
Okay, it looks like we might have found our way up there. Anything, I see Leonines. Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, okay, cool. We could possibly work with this. I'm going to be definitely playing Void Knight. I cycle started as Paladin for cycle 1. So 1.1, I'm going to be playing Void Knight. As for the build, I'm not exactly sure. One thing I did with Paladin is I kind of went with the flow, and whatever items I was finding, that's what I was playing. And I'll probably do the same with Void Knight. I might try disintegrating aura hammers. I created an in-game build for that. We called it Void Storm. We pushed to like 550 corruption. That was pretty fun. I don't know how viable they are for leveling. They're getting a pretty large mana cost reduction though, so that could be good. But what I most likely will do is like Rive Void Cleave or something. Get a nice two-hander. Spec into Shield Rush early on. Spec it for two-handed. Because you can set up a nice Void Cleave Erasing Strike build pretty early. Like by level 30. I mean, that might not be early depending on your point of view, but I mean, it's early to me. All right, can we defeat Julra? That is the question.
Epoch, I will have it. Sapphire waters. The future cannot be denied.
Oh, I screwed up. And she did. All right, chat. You know the drill. We definitely do not want melee critical strike chance on this weapon. We do not. We want poison chance. Yes, yes, of course. Wink, wink. We want that poison chance. This freaking game. You gotta love it. Oh my god. Where is... Oh my good lord. Add it to the tab of shame, man. Dude, here we go. Tab of shame. Purple. Put that little square. We don't got much time for this cycle, Criskin. We do not have much time for this cycle, man. Jeez, all cycle. Like, I can't even find a 2LP thing of that. Okay, let's oh, thank you for all the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go over to Last Epoch tools. Let's pull open Last Epoch tools. We're gonna okay, so this is definitely on the... It's listed as a rare drop. I can confirm it's a rare drop. And then if it drops, you have a 10% chance for it to be uncommon. For it to be 2LP, it's a 0.26 chance. I have never found a 2LP. I've only found a handful of 1LPs. Man, that's just... It's rare, dude. I don't even know if I have any T7s left to slam. Do we push corruption? Sure, why not? How much favor do I got? Hold up. Yeah, I am Circle of Fortune. Oh, I couldn't tank all of them. It's whatever. We probably don't need to be pushing corruption anyway. How much favor do I got? I have 148,000. What's up? What's up, Criskin? +5 uniques drops with that much favor? Sure, but none of them are Eternal Eclipse, because Eternal Eclipse is a boss drop from the Black Sun timeline. I mean, I could definitely use it to get some more T18s. I'm sure we'll get plenty of T18s. That's why it's been so difficult. Another reason why I'm excited for next patch. That's probably one of the biggest changes. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? That's probably one of the biggest changes I'm looking forward to for Circle of Fortune. You get the increased chance at getting a boss drop. Yeah. Because I'm going to cycle start as Circle of Fortune. I don't think I'm playing solo account found. I'm not going to be participating in any races. I don't plan on pushing the arena leaderboards this cycle, you know. And then that'll give me a chance to try out Merchant's Guild after I've leveled up Circle of Fortune. Yeah, I just want to try it out. I'm going to be definitely playing Circle of Fortune first. But if I'm playing as a normal, I can just switch between both of them. But it does mean I'm probably going to have to create two different tabs. One tab is Merchant's Guild gear, and the other one's Circle of Fortune gear. Yeah, and extra drops, better chances. Yeah, you can do that for each character. I've been rebrewing my Lightning Disintegrate Room Master. It's been hard not to cackle like a mad scientist while doing it. Nice, Eric, right? Like, thanks. I wanted 2 LPs. 2 0 LP Silva Fronds. It's really nice when those proc and it's something desirable. I cannot stress how freeing it is to be able to get rid of Ignivars and Gamblers from your build. Yeah, for sure. Like the other day, I had 2 3LP Soulfires drop. That was nice. Because, you know, obviously it was a dupe. But I think I'll like having just a more variety of items. Right. Well, I had one that procced that dropped 2 red rings. That was cool. Now, they didn't have any LP, but it was cool. Did you guys also see that they're lowering the LP requirement for Wings of Argentis? You got 4 Ravenous. Oh! I remember you told me you got Ravenous Void. You didn't tell me where it came from. Well, no, you did. You said it was a prophecy. That's right. Because I remember I asked, did you get it from Elder Gaspar? And you're like, no, I got it from a prophecy. Like, gee willikers, man. Yeah, he's still a stingy bugger. You never dropped a red ring this cycle? I've dropped a few. None of them with LP. Should try just say that you did it. There you go. Bye. Oh, jeez. You serious? Sure. Reroll my rewards. Do it. Ah!
Stand down or die.
Oh, this beckons! Ah!
Stand down or die.
Just for good measure. Where do you think you're going? Anything good? 2 LP Titan Heart? I mean, I finally got one of those this cycle, so. Okay, I'll take the 2 LP Exsanguinous. Sure. Sure. You know what? I got the perfect sword. What was it? A claymore? No, it wasn't a claymore. Melee. Well, actually, I might have to hold on to it. It might be my last T18, T7. I mean, I got that one. Sure? Question mark? All right, there's that. Oh, that could be interesting. That was what I tried to use before. It was going to take forever to find this. Alright, cool. Let's just, chance to shred armor. Pump that up. Chaos that. See what we get. Parry chance no. And damage over time. Alright. Okay. And shatter. It went over. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised. Well, there we go, chat. I can't believe I got all... I can't believe I got all T6 to go over. That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, is it good? That'll be the question. Oh, now this is nice. I'll have to save that belt. Honestly, how can this be better than an Apathies? At this point, I might as well use an Apathies. I was using this for the insane bonuses. Okay, let's just... let's go back here to where I died. Never dropped a red ring. I should try to do it. You got like 300k favor. Just do ring prophecies. Yeah, there you go, man. You'll have to do a lot of them, but you'll probably get one. Oh, this is pathetic. Oh, yeah, this is...
Stand down or die.
Another +3 to arrive, sure. You know what? Trash. Trash. Bye. What is that? Belt? Anything good? No. Helmet? Anything good? Decayed skull? No.
Stand down. No.
All right. I am also looking forward to that change to where you only lose one stack of Orbis as opposed to all of them. I think that'll be a good change as well.
My shadow will cover this world once more.
You gonna do anything else, bro?
That's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haste, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will
Yeah, we can't get any fat hits off on him by...
That's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haste, this despair, oblivion burns within me.
Yeah, we're not getting some fat hits.
This world earns its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Oh, that's it. This despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earth is ruined. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world.
There we go.
Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earth its ruin. Do you deny it? Do you think my defeat changes
And he only drops
this world?
atrophy. 20% health. Yeah, no, we're good. Ultimately, I think we should try playing with apathies for a while.
Stand down or die.
Sure. Let's go with that. Sure, we'll try Oribus again. Because there's nothing that can go wrong with pushing corruption, right? Oh, jeez. He caught me right in his puke. Okay, let's try the other one. That's one we did. Let's do that one.
You understand nothing, traveler.
Oh, get away from that. Oh my god! I was like, where did he go? We still got plenty of room to farm 644 corruption.
Stand down or die.
Well, that's it, I guess. Okay, yeah, we can get out of here. T7. Calamity. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize this is an arena map. Guess we're just gonna have to do this.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
I didn't get out in time.
My shadow. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world burns with you deny it. My shadow will cover this world once more.
Oh! I thought I was still far enough away.
This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more.
Ah! Oh my god.
Pathetic.
It was just like, yeah, you know that path that's highlighted to show you where I'm gonna fly? F it. Drop it right on top of your head.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This haze, this despair, oblivion burns within me.
Where'd you go, Rage?
My shadow will cover this world once more. That you think my defeat changes anything? This world is all dead.
Where'd all these sets come from? Okay. Okay.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I do think Apathy's Maw is technically better, especially with the roles that we have on Apathy's. I don't think it's as fun. Eternal Eclipse is too fun. It's just the main problem is without a reliable way to crit. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Okay, so I guess that could be the next task. How do we overcome this? We could use Peak of the Mountain, but then there goes our leech, and we're already using Titan Heart, so that's like, what? We drink potions? We use Healing Hands? I mean, what do we give up for Healing Hands, though? Abyssal Echoes is a huge source of damage. I mean, I guess, no. Well, if we can get it to crit, though, we're not going to necessarily need a Racing Strike. A Racing Strike's just another source of damage. So put 5 points in a Paladin, grab Healing Hands. Is I don't know. And just for the lulz, let's go back to the tab of shame. Let's use this for a little while. Just a huge amount of chance to shred armor on it. God, you gotta be kidding me, man. There was nowhere to stand. There was nowhere to stand. Okay, so we've tried pushing some corruption. Let's work our way out there, but eventually I think we'll just reset the timeline this way. I don't think we can reliably, like, in good faith, push corruption because I think we're gonna get smacked. Let me actually just go back real quick. I'm gonna munch on some of these noodles my wife made me. I'm gonna grab a Coke. Be right back. Dang. It's like you're gonna learn today. Squash you like a bug.
Stand down or die.
Jeez. Lay off. Oh, no wonder they got 30% endurances. I don't know if those stack. I don't know if that's like 60% endurance now. Yeah, but they are certainly harder to kill. Jeez. Just die. Good Lord. That could be good. That could be good. Rear enemies, 35% increased damage. Alright. We still have 30% endurance. Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
Jeez, just let me get across. Good lord. Oh, I would have been pissed if I had died to that. I've been fighting through waves of enemies. Good lord. Okay. We can fight this dude again.
My shadow will cover this world once more. That's it. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world once more. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hate, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earns. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within you. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it?
Stand down or die.
My shadow will cover this world once more. Pathetic. My vengeance will be paid in ash. This hates, this despair, oblivion burns within me. This world earned its ruin. Do you deny it? My shadow will cover this world. Do you think my defeat changes anything? This world is already dead.
I hate this map. When you're playing a melee build, that map sucks. Good lord. That's probably a blessing in disguise. Like, look, that's the extent of my crit avoidance slash damage reduction. Is just that. So that is a weakness. That is a pretty large weakness. I would lose the +1 charge for Void Cleave. I'd lose the void damage. I'd lose the bonus movement speed. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I got like a tab just full of Citadel boots. Here we go. I mean, that's something. Okay. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, let's go back to the Okay, I have this. That's a T3 though. YOLO. No, it worked. Okay, cool. YOLO. Intelligence. Okay, well, that's... So my movement speed it went down 75%, but we did get a frick ton of health. But we lost. Okay, well, with that change in mind, 3 seconds for Void Cleave. I mean, we're not going to need 2 charges of that. We'll remove that, remove those 3 points, and then go where? Base crit, we don't need that. Cooldown recovery speed, we're not going to necessarily need it. Time rot chance, no. Melee damage versus full health, that's something. Void beam, not really. We'd have to take 2 points in base crit to get to that. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to stick with these boots, so... It's certainly less health. it doesn't feel quite as good, but we're gonna need a defensive option to be able to get that to pull double duty or something.
Stand down or die.
See ya. Jeez. I'm looking at the mods right now. Oops. 50% chance for a glancing blow. High health enemies take 25% less damage. Dang. Let me move.
Stand down or die.
Good lord. God, I really want to use this, but we need. Man, I don't want to spend. I don't want to invest the points to grab that. That's a 4-point investment. I guess I could take it out of Rift Maker. 1 point. So 2 points, 1 point. 1 point. So that would be 4 just to get an additional charge. That's a huge feels bad. Let's try that again. Okay, this is without Dark Stride. My heart just feels worse.
Stand down or die.
Jeez. Oh man. Now we're putting Dark Stride back on. Losing that movement, no bueno. We're just gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna have to like outplay the enemies or something, or just accept the fact that we're gonna die at this high corruption as a melee build. It was like Ravenous Void. All right. Jeez, I thought we were cooked. What is it? Okay. I took the time to figure out it was a soul bashing. Arabus beckons. Get off me. Get out the way.
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
Jeez. All right, guys. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get out of here for tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll probably play some of this. I might just start cleaning out my stash because we're gonna be moving over to the new cycle soon. So we're gonna go ahead and raid the curse if you're over here on Twitch. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for making it out today. And yeah, you guys have yourselves a good one. Anyway, say hi to the curse for us. YouTube, thanks for rocking with me today, guys. Thank you so much for the likes. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Really looking forward to cycle 1.1. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace.